Yeah. Unplug TV, we tap now. Turn that camera on, let's talk, man. Every plug got a story for me. Unplug TV, we lit, no capping. Talk that game, whole city tapping. From the trap to the mic, he's snapping. Plugged in deep, that fat, no whacking. Yeah. Unplug TV, that motion. Boss type talk, real life devotion. They dry hit like a potion. Whole team up, now we coasting. Came from the bottom, made it look easy. OG vibes, but the flow too breezy. Talk money moves, never move greasy. Knowledge and hustle, the combo too beastly. Camera was rolling, he speaking that truth. Been through the struggle, we showing the proof. From them late nights, grinding in the booth to the podcast. Now we voice of the youth.
Welcome back to Unplug TV, and as always, don't forget to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. Now let's get to the show. Oh, that's so crazy. They say they couldn't hear me. We had some technical difficulties. We just fixed that already. Whoa. Yo, let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how every family and every friend circle has that one in the group that keeps everyone together, keeps everyone connected? But somehow that same person gets overlooked, misunderstood, and even blamed. That person is the unpopular opinion, the unpopular superstar. They don't get trophies, they don't get respect, but they're the reason the whole circle still exists. What's up, y'all? I'm Uncle Plug, and welcome back. Today we'll be talking about the unsung hero, the one who tries to keep the family and friend circle together, even when it's messy, even when it hurts, even when nobody appreciates it. And in this video hits home, you already know why. But I won't be in here alone today. I will be in here. I got a special guest, the First Lady from the Raw Society Coalition, the RSC. How you doing,
Hey y'all. Happy Sunday.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing good. How was your morning? How was your morning? Uh-oh.
How was your weekend?
You was glitching. I couldn't hear you. Uh-oh. She done froze. We'll give her some time to come back in here.
I gotta do something about this, like immediately.
You got that little aunt out there in the garage? You got that little aunt out there in the garage?
The aunt in the garage.
Yeah, you got like the little router that's out there in the garage.
No, I think it's my CPU. I think it's my actual computer, because when I don't have it plugged up, it don't cycle. But when I do have it plugged up, it cycles. So yeah.
I don't know
either. We gotta figure it out though soon.
Because I got AT&T too, but I pause the whole house. Every
but
device.
It's been going okay.
Okay, that's what's up. Well, back to what we were
and I do the same thing. And I got two different routers. Yeah. So
okay. Well, today, as you know, we will be talking about the Unpopular Superstar. We got a video that we're gonna react to. We're gonna talk a little bit, and then we're gonna get back to it. You ready?
Let's roll it.
Hold on, give me a second. Oh, that's aggravating. I am 8 up today. All right.
My topic for today is glue of the family. You know, family's very important, and sometimes things happen which divide people in the family. But it seems like we all have that one person who's the glue of the family. The one, when there's family disputes going on, who can settle disputes and make things calm again. You know, the one who the family never gets together, never hangs out. But when that one glue of the family member gets together, they get the family together. They get the family hanging out and reconnected again. You know, the glue of the family. And one of the toughest things, like my grandmother, you know, she's dead now, rest in peace, but she was the glue of the family. I'm talking about all my uncles, aunts, cousins, you know, long list of family used to always come together and hang out and find reasons, you know, to come together and to eat together, you know? And when she died, that's when the family disputes started to happen. You know, the family started to divide. People start getting mad at one another, didn't want to hang out with one another. And then, like every time somebody dies and we had a funeral or something, you got everybody being like, oh man, you know, we need to get together. Yeah, we do. Why it's always gotta be a funeral for us to get together? You see what I'm saying? Man, I've been working. That's no excuse. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we all have the glue of the family. So I encourage people to recognize who that glue is and dig down in yourself and try to be the glue sometimes, you know? Because it's not easy being the glue of the family. It's not easy organizing and trying to keep the peace amongst people, you know? Thank you for your time. Out. What's
And I feel like he's right, because it's always that one person. Or a select few. When you got these larger families, it's probably like the select few of the little cousins that get together after Big Ma pass away and still want to keep that rolling, you know. So it has to be passed. That responsibility has to be passed down each generation, because if it doesn't, then these newer generations are not going to get together, you know. Like smaller families like my own, it's my mom and her sisters, they always have sister days. We're not going to talk about my uncles. It was 6 of them. So my grandmother, unfortunately, my grandmother unfortunately passed away super young. She was in her 50s, and she was the glue of the family. She was the one that organized us getting together on holidays and whatnot like that. And after she passed away, the responsibility fell on my mom and her sisters to get the family together, so it's tough. And if you don't pass down that responsibility to these younger generations, it's gonna dwindle away. I think bigger families are easier to pull in those family reunions. But when it comes to the smaller families, especially if they're like military families or just spread all over the United States, sometimes that can get hard to do.
I feel you.
Yeah.
But what happens when that responsibility is given to the wrong person?
Then honestly, it'll probably just dwindle away. So if somebody doesn't step up within the family, then it's not going to be there.
Whew, that'd be a tough one.
And that'll be a tough one, because then the family, it starts to separate, and sometimes they never recover from it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's big.
Is.
Yeah. Because the little ones suffer.
Oh, absolutely. Because because once it dwindles away, they get out of the family reunions, and those don't happen anymore. And when they don't happen anymore, it just, oh, y'all family don't have a family reunion? Nope.
No.
Everybody's.
And I think when that does happen too, that discourages long-term friendships. As weird as that sounds, it does discourage it. She glitching.
Where we are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You was glitching.
I know. I'm gonna get it fixed sooner. I gotta get it fixed sooner rather than later.
Well, that brings us to our first question. Have you ever been the one holding everyone together, feeling invisible?
Ooh. I don't think I've handled that responsibility of even in friendships, that goes down to being in friendships too. Are you the one that always gets everybody together? Because like I said, my family is super small. I don't have like a big extravagant family. But when it comes to friendships and whatnot, trying to hold those pieces together, with the responsibility on that as well too. So I think I tend to be the person that when I see a group of us going in separate directions, I try to be like, hey, what's going on with y'all? Can we get together? Sometimes I'm an introvert in the house though, but I don't know.
I'm the one, whenever we are splitting apart like that, I take the that we did in this group and send it to the other group. I'm gonna send it to the other group. Yeah, they ain't trying to rub nothing in. Just like, let me show y'all what we did. You know what I mean? Because I notice how everybody have like a collage of pictures, right?
Yeah.
But they didn't really do nothing. You know what I mean? They were just hanging out. You know what I mean? They were just hanging out, but we actually did something. You know what I mean? Like a group of my friends ready to go together, but it's two friends and some cousins and some friends of this group. You know what I mean? And we all coming together, and we taking this guy's trip right after Christmas. So it's like, we still get together, and I take my time out individually and try to get to know. Like the last trip we did, I tried to take one or two people and do something individually with them two. You know what I mean? Just to get to know them. So next time we get together, won't feel like we strangers. You know what I mean? But I do that in the too. Like our fam is split into like three different groups. Like really four. It's really four. And it's us. Then it's the main group. You know what I'm saying? The Fosters and the Jacksons. So what I do is I try to stay cool with the head honchos of those groups. Like I try to stay with the head honchos of the group and always keep them informed of what's going on, staying off with the head of the fam. You know what I mean? So I try to keep everything, to a T. And I never feel invisible. When doing that, I never feel invisible.
Who determines who's the head? Is it just off of whoever stepping up to get things done?
Seniority.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it's always been. It's like the oldest always sit in the front seat, everybody else sit in the back. You know
Right.
what I mean? It's always a chain of command. It's
Yeah.
always a chain of command. So that was my question. What happens when you appoint the wrong chain
Person.
of command?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The wrong head who isn't emotionally, you know what I'm saying, focused,
And
who isn't
invested in our family. Yeah.
they're financially situated,
Mm-hmm.
financially situated, but they're not, you know what I mean? They're not emotionally or connected to everybody. Like
Right.
they just assume they know how everybody is, how
Okay.
what's being presented to them, but they don't really get the opportunity to go in one-on-one with none of these
Mm.
individuals. Say if
Yeah.
it's an uncle or it's a dad, they'll never really get an opportunity to go and speak to these people individually to understand, you know, what's going
Mm.
on,
Oh yeah.
or dig a little bit deeper because there are deeper, deeper levels that you got to go and find out. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
you're going through stuff, and you know what I'm saying. You know, your little nephew might act tough, but he really ain't tough. He really a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Or his reputation precedes him,
Oh yeah.
and then they perceive him as the bad guy, but he really ain't what you may have heard or assumed. He may be just a good guy, man, in a bad circumstance. You know what I mean? Or the
Mm-hmm.
one you might be thinking that's on top of their game,
Right. It really ain't.
they might be financially situated, they might
Mm-hmm.
be emotionally situated, but handling certain stressful situation, that's a whole different person.
Yeah.
When it comes to stressful situation, that's a whole different individual. You don't even know that person when they back against the wall. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
that weak niece that you might see, oh, you might think she's weak. She might be that one that be scrapping, getting out that corner when I'm back against the wall. Like
Oh yeah.
that's the best place for her. You had classmates
Mhm.
like that was like, man, they sit in class like this right here, but when it's time, it's clutch time, and that assignment's done, they on top of it.
And
Boom,
you know, speaking of classmates too, I'm coming up on, and this is another example of what we're talking about. I'm coming up on my 25th high school reunion for next year, and my classmates, it's always, those reunions, it's always the same ones organizing the reunions. So basically, it boils outside of family
yeah,
reunions and whatnot. So it's always the same ones that from my class that always organizes everything to get us together those years that we come up on, after high school and whatnot. So I guess it's just whoever takes on that responsibility and does a good job at it, you
yeah.
know. So, and I'm grateful that I do have classmates that organize every event and whatnot.
Mhm.
So, because if it
I
was
wonder
left up,
what they do for a living.
huh?
I say I wonder what they do for a living.
I'm
Why
not for certain.
they got so much time to be putting all this stuff together.
Yeah, right, right.
You know what I mean?
They
I
make
ain't
it
got
happen
time.
though. It's a huge responsibility. Family reunions,
Mhm.
um, high school reunions, class reunions, all of that. It's a huge responsibility.
But I think venue, food, music, invite.
Yeah, those are the four things.
You
Hmm.
know what I mean? Like for every party, it's the same thing.
It is.
You know what I mean? Some people make that responsibility of being that unpopular superstar, a little tougher than what it has to be. You know,
Mm,
unless you RSVPing and you got a select number, you know what I mean? Say we
right.
doing it in the school gym or auditorium or something, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like we got in the school gym, you know how many people go fit in there anyway. The whole class
Right.
go fit in here. So the only thing it is setting everything up. You got the venue, you got the food, the music, and then the invite.
And then I'll tell you this too. Being that person that sets everything up, you got to be open to criticism and people who gonna talk about you, like, why we got to do it like this, or why do we
Fixing
got this, why they got this kind of food, and why,
it.
yeah, why we had to do it here and not over there, and then I don't want to stay at this hotel, and then but this hotel is the one they booked, and so that person that holds everything together always got to be open to all of that, so yeah. But
Souls came in and said, "What's the topic?"
Then he said, disregard.
Disregard C banner.
Hey, Souls.
What's up, Souls, man? 333, man. What's going on, man? He plugged in, man. That's what's up, man. Yeah, man. But like I said, I don't feel invisible. I don't feel invisible. Like I don't think that person should feel invisible.
No, because everybody's eyes is on,
Because what's your intentions?
Yeah.
You wanted to be seen. You wanted to be the one that everybody knew you put the thing together. If it wasn't for me, if it wasn't for me,
then we wouldn't have this going on.
Like, whoa, Kimosabe.
Pipe down. Pipe
down.
Okay.
Whoa, Kimosabe. It's all good. We know what's going on, brother. It's all right. It's okay, sister. We know. You can click clack somewhere else. It's all right. Oh, man. Next question, which brings us to our next question. At what point does being the glue becomes the burden instead of a blessing? Ooh. You want to go, or you want me to go first?
What? No. See, I glitched. So you said, at what point does being the glue become a burden instead of a blessing? Ooh. Blessing. Yeah, go ahead. You got that.
What was your objective?
It becomes a burden. It becomes a burden when it starts messing with my mental, when it starts messing with my household, my individual household.
Hold on.
But you can't let it. You can't let it be a burden.
Did somebody appoint you, or was you self-appointed? 9 times out of 10, the unsung hero, or the unpopular superstar, I like to call him, the unpopular superstar, you pretty much maybe self-appointed yourself.
Yeah.
So you got to be able to deal with the woes and the yes. You got to deal with the woes and the yes. You got to.
Yeah.
And that it's a big responsibility getting to know everybody, watching everybody, checking in with everybody. Like that's a big deal. That's a big deal. Or you can bag it when you self-appoint yourself. You can bag out whenever you get ready. That's the greatest part about being grown.
I ain't doing this no more.
You can change your mind anytime you get ready.
You do it. Y'all got it. So said y'all got it.
Yeah. Yeah. When they do that, they be like I remember we was having a family reunion in Georgia, and like some was said like they never wanted to come to Florida, but we always came to Georgia.
Right. So
being that we commuted, it's only right that, you know what I mean, that y'all prepare the food. If y'all need, everybody always takes the, when family reunion goes on, we take, all right, we're doing the shirts, we're doing this, that, and the third. So we're gonna need this from every family so we can do this, da 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 da. Everybody got a certain select amount. Boom, okay, bow, got that.
Right.
All right, now we got the food. Okay, now we got the food. We need the da 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 da. Okay, bet. Bow, we send that. Now it's for the venue. We got the venue together. Da 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 da. Bow, we got all that money in. Everybody did their part.
Right.
Now, being that we're commuting, what you want me to do? You want me to cook it on Sunday and then travel with it?
No, and see, that's what I'm saying. So whenever we go back home, it's a 600-mile drive for us to go to West Virginia to visit our family, because we're the only people down here from my family.
What?
So yeah.
You're driving?
Yeah, we drive because it's in the mountains. We drive.
No, cool.
Yeah, we drive, because even if we did fly in, we would have a 2-hour ride from the airport.
Man, look.
Yeah, because they're not. Yeah,
we ain't seeing them often.
Right. We see them a couple times a year, but when we go in to see them, we don't cook. We don't, we're not. They're the ones cooking. They're the ones, getting everything together and whatnot. Yes, we make ourselves at home. So if I do cook every once in a while when I am up there, but for the most part, they handle everything. We just get there. They organize everything. We just get there. As long as we're there, then, all that responsibility of everything else doesn't, fall on the people coming in from out of town, So that's only fair. If I'm commuting to come to an event then your expectations of what you need me to do while I'm there should be slim to none. Because at least I got there. I sent in my funds and I got there. You know, part of my time was commuting to get here.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, and that's big too. Because you spend a whole day commuting to get there, you know.
That's why I fly. Soul said, living it daily. The builder is the worst position. You put it together, but those who move in get to enjoy your labor.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
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 I can only agree.
Your kids.
Mm-hmm.
Your kids.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Man, that's crazy. But it should never be a burden.
No.
It should never be a burden. I mean, because you can bag out whenever you get ready. You can stop building it whenever you get ready. As Soul say.
Do you think that somebody else will step in and continue to build? And what happens when nobody steps in?
Hopefully you set a fine example.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Like want to come in and build behind you and finish the project.
Over my experience, great leaders breed great leaders.
Oh yeah.
Just like what we was talking about last week about, great, good parents inspire good parents. You know what I mean? Hopefully, if they paid attention and your instructions and directions were, thorough enough. Sometimes the vague information doesn't hit home. Sometimes you got to be direct. Everyone won't catch your innuendos. Sometimes you got to sit them down and be direct and tell them exactly what you expect. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Which brings us to our next question. Why do people notice your absence more than your effort? And I'm kind of glad. I like that question. Because if your impact was like that, your absence will be felt. And the effort do be kind of low key, especially when you're talking about keeping family and friend circles together. You know what I mean? Like what my dog do for us when we go down for our guys trip. It's impossible not to see that effort. You know what I mean? Because everybody else, they're driving. You know what I'm saying? Me, myself, I have to fly in because everybody's still in Florida. Now we're going to Florida. But when we went to New Orleans, everybody went to New Orleans. So everybody just had to get their plane ticket. The place where we stayed, taken care of. Food and drinks, taken care of. So that effort, it can't go unnoticed. You know what I mean? Like, I got to toast him at the table. You know what I'm saying? I got to go and, get up, walk around and give you a hug and say, man, thank you, bro. You know what I mean? Like, thank you, bro, for facilitating this. I got to give you your flowers, a whole bouquet. You dig what I'm saying?
You put this together. Yeah.
You did. Because it's like, even in the household, nobody really, you know what I mean? Nobody truly, gives that dad his flowers. Like, thanks, Pop, man. You know what I'm saying? I know you work hard, man, to keep this house together. You know what I'm saying? Because they won't, like I said, the single mother won't get her flowers until the kids are grown, and the father won't get his flowers until he's dead and gone. You know what I mean? So it's like it's always a tough situation. Even if they do, Soul say, even if they do, they take advantage of the foundation.
Oh, that's when we were talking about somebody else coming in on top of your building. Yeah.
Yeah. Then he says, I disagree, LOL. I see more people moving on top of your absence. Okay.
I see more people moving on top of your absence. Are they not checking in? So I mean, what if you were absent, then what are your well, you said you always see you don't see expectations, or you your expectations are low, or you don't, I forget how he says it, but are they not supposed to move on your absence, or what is What's the protocol when that happens? Does it just shut down when you're not there, or do people continue to move?
I think I'm starting to catch what he pitching. Are you an unpopular superstar? So you trying to say that you're an unpopular superstar, bro? Like this show is for you? Is that what you trying to say in the midst of your 5 miles, sir? Man, that's amazing. But that's wild though. That's wild. You know what I mean? Because why do people notice your absence more than your effort? I think anybody's effort doesn't go unnoticed.
No,
so unless you're oblivious to the fact. I don't believe that. Even if they might not mention it, but it never goes unnoticed. It never goes unnoticed. And I think that people should acknowledge it more. I think more acknowledgement is more, but I think I don't know what lane that's in, because I always acknowledge people's effort. I got to acknowledge their effort.
Oh, definitely.
You know, I have to, because you'd be like, if you're not giving, you know, the flowers, then what? You know what I mean? Like if you're not giving the flowers, then who will? If you notice something, you see something, say something.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, to be completely honest,
if I feel that what you're doing is you're doing a good job, I'm gonna let you know you're doing a good job. Hey, I like that. You know, keep that up. Or you know, I know it's tough on you now, but keep rolling, and the encouragement and them affirmations, you know. So
yeah, I believe that too. I like last week's show, like to get that acknowledgement that was a good show, and you know, people was really like mentioning you guys' name, your name and everything. Like they watched the show before, so they know who you were. You know, they watched No Middleman. Hey, and tune into No Middleman. We had everybody was busy this week. I know I was stinking busy this week. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I was wall to wall all week. But Tez and Classic dropped a good show. The Human Experience. That did some numbers. And I know my boy Souls I know he was busy as hell this week. I was busy as hell this week. You know, I just boy get tired, but I got physical therapy going on while I'm working and doing this, that, and the third. Wait. What he said?
It's a Temptations theory. We just keep adding a new singer on top of a foundation laid by others. Oh, I know where he coming from.
What he talking about?
It's just, and what he just said, it's like once that one temptation went out the door, they brought somebody in and just kept rolling without that one temptation.
Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. Oh man, I kept saying that. I don't know why that he just made that reference, bro. That is so funny because I have been saying that all week. All week, I have been saying that. Ain't nobody come to see you. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis.
Dennis Ruffin ain't got nothing on them tails. I gotta watch that again. No, for word, but still be watching it.
What you talking about? Yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, like flower giving is big though. I think people need to give more flowers because that's mainly when people, you know, if some tragic happens, like somebody passing away or somebody's ill, laid up in the hospital, to where somebody's gonna give them their flowers. Girl, I remember you did so.
Give me my flowers now.
Yeah. They won't give them to you in their low point, but when they finally reach their mountaintop, then they'll go ahead and slide that in there. Girl, you did so much for me. Oh yeah, okay. It's been a long time. You've been on a 2-year span.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in your corner. You could have said that back in, you know what I'm saying, 23. You know,
That's why I don't get if I think sometimes that comes from a place of either of some kind of being envy. Because why not give me my flowers when you see my effort now? But you wait until I'm long gone before you say, "Oh yeah, she did that." Instead of giving them to me as I complete something. But think about it, is that healthy? I don't know, it's not healthy. Or just not. I totally get that, so absolutely. And if you do add later on, then let it be a group consensus. Is that how you say it? Let it be a group decision. If it's working, my thing is if it's a well-oiled machine and it's working, don't do why are we doing additions and subtractions? If it's a well-oiled machine and it's working, we shouldn't be subtracting or adding anything. If it's a well-oiled machine, to me, if it's a well-oiled machine, unless it's going to improve in performance. If it improves performance, then yes, by all means add. But if it's not, if it's a well-oiled machine, just keep it rolling as is. You know. Well, then when you get to that point where you want to,
that's how we built the RSC.
Yes. Absolutely.
That's how the RSC was created. Like that's if the addition is an addition,
if it's gonna improve the performance, then yes. But if not, then there's no chance. I'm big on routine. Don't change up the routine.
So said it can't be a group decision when one has left that created it.
Change the brand and name if you're moving on.
This is blue magic. This is blue magic, brother. That's copyright infringement. That's copyright infringement. So you sounded like Frank Lucas, baby. You sounded like Frank Lucas, man.
Yes,
RSC is separate from other brands. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true. I got some more RSC hats coming too.
Y'all check out our merch. I put some new merch up there, and go to see what we got on the merchant website. We got hats for everybody. It's t-shirts, hoodies.
I ain't even got an RSC hat. I ain't even got an RSC hat.
Well,
yeah, I had to talk to her. I need an RSC. Go check out that merch. Put that link in the description.
Check out the merch and get them tickets to the Valentine panel. And classic, all of that.
Yeah.
Classic performance and Valentine's panel. We want to see everybody, and everybody that supports us, we want to see you there. February 13th in Darien, Illinois.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Man. Now, it brings us to the next and final question. I know you're going to like this, so what happens when the unpopular superstar finally stops trying? Kind of ties into the last question, too.
Right.
The show must go on. I hope you left a lasting legacy.
But why would they stop trying? Because they're not being recognized for what they're doing? Or why would the unpopular superstar stop trying when their effort goes unnoticed? when they're the glue to everything, why would they stop trying?
When it becomes more of a burden than a blessing.
Mm.
Hmm?
Yeah, y'all hit the like button while y'all in here.
Hit that like button. Yeah, be like, see, it's like, I think it's probably better. Like when he's talking about when is that healthy, you know, to take a step back,
Mm-hmm.
you know, take a step back and then reconvene. Everyone
Ooh.
stop inviting you to the meetups. Everybody stop inviting you to the meetups.
So,
But you was the glue though.
right.
You was the
So how
one.
can you not be
You was the one
invited?
putting everybody together. You was the one bringing everybody together. So why would they stop inviting you?
Right. That's
Unless you made yourself unavailable. Or you sparked the mind. You sparked the mind. He says,
one
when
point.
those call your intentions out instead of owning their end. Mm.
I'm not understanding that one.
Mm. When those call your intentions out instead of owning their end. Yeah, you whooped me with that one there, killer. Expound.
Yeah. The intentions of the superstar, the unpopular superstar, is to continuously get everyone together.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
instead of owning their end.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of.
Instead of so so
Mm-hmm.
you got to expound on that one because
Yeah,
I'm
you got to expound on that one.
Plug does laugh out loud. He noticed it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, oh, okay. My bad, Pimpin. My bad, Pimpin. My bad, Pimpin. Understood. It's understood.
Okay.
I know. Yeah. But man, it happens on my end too, bro. But I'm glad. I'm kind of glad. Like every morning, I used to wake up and hit everybody in the fam with Grand Rising, King or Queen, Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. But I'll leave it at that. Like we don't even have to speak. I just wanted you to like know that you heard from me. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because I be moving and grooving, doing my own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, the head honchos, I stayed in constant contact physically. You know what I'm saying? Talking to them. You know what I mean? He said, "Hush." Yeah, I know, and I know. So when I stay in contact, in physical contact, they can see me. You know what I'm saying? They saw me,
Mhm.
and you know, hey man, such Plug hit me up this morning, man, with Grand Rise. Yeah, he do that every morning. Bray do that every morning. When I stopped doing it, cause somebody was making fun of it. You know, like one of the head honcho were making fun of it. They were like, "Come on, what's up, Grand Rising?" You know what I'm saying? Like they was making fun of it. You a fool. And then when they did that,
Mhm.
I felt some kind of way because I was like, this what y'all should be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like this what y'all should be doing. Like I'm trying to set an example. Like even the ones that may be in a leadership position might not know how to approach a situation.
Right.
But being that they in the senior position, they still looking at the youngins like they kids. Like none of the nieces and nephews are under 30. I think one. I think one. One might be like slightly under 30, maybe 29. You know what I mean? Like no one's under 30. Like you can't keep looking at a 30-year-old like a child. You can't look at nobody like no child. You know, you can't do that, bro. And just because this one might be the baby of the family, or this one might be the middle kid, or whatever the case may be, don't necessarily mean that they don't have something to offer or provide information to the seniors, because you might not know. Because if you knew, then nigga, you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you knew, you would do this. If I'm giving you something, either something to feed off of or something to continue. So when I stopped and somebody else picked it up, I was cool with it. But then, like he said, I got left out. But I didn't mind because that person didn't want me to know that they was doing it. Now that's green. If I spark your mind and say you like that, you like what I was doing, then why would you shut me out? You know what I mean? Hold on. Mm-hmm. Said, but plug, your role is your role. So you carry out your role, and everyone may not be the check-in type. Y'all, that's true. That's true. Yeah. And man, you don't know what's up. But I understand that. I understand everybody in their roles. I understand everybody in who they are and what they do, and where they're strong at and where they lack at. You know what I mean? Well, given the information given to me, from what I have assessed and what you have told me. Now, if you have something a little deeper, you know what I mean? There ain't too much I can do with something a little deeper that I didn't see or didn't know. There's nothing I can do. That's why, like when I said, I tell my daddy the absolute truth, because how can you counsel me if I'm not giving you the whole truth? If I'm giving you a half answer, or I'm giving you a half statement, or I'm giving you half of the truth, you can't really direct me. So we really having a pointless situation. We having a pointless conversation. We're having a pointless assessment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm the unpopular superstar. Like my main thing was, I want my siblings to have a relationship with my father, even if they don't have one with me. And I'm cool with that. Now, any unpopular superstars that's out there that's listening, can you care more about the group than your own personal? Because I'm cool with them not even dealing with me or talking to me or calling me, as long as they have a relationship with him. Because I feel like I have more time left on this earth than he does. And I would rather his days here left would be filled with all his kids loving on him. I would do it separately. I would love on my dad and you know, call my dad and hang out with my daddy singularly. I ain't got to do it with all y'all. You know what I mean? I've been doing it for so long, it don't even make me none. You know what I mean? So are you cool with being the unpopular superstar that brings the group together and end up being left out? But look at the work you've done. Look at the work you've done. You brought them together.
But is that fair and being left out?
Nah, not necessarily. What was your intentions? You know what I mean? It goes back to, what was your intentions? That's a hard question. That's a hard question. You know what I mean? Like, it's like pulling up down the street in an unmarked car. You know what Monica said? I pulled up on you in an unmarked car. I was in an unmarked car just watching y'all have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I put all together. You know what I'm saying? O.G. Bobby Johnson. I put this together, and now I sit back and I'm watching y'all have a good time, and y'all left me out.
Look, I'm gonna play the other side. Why not include yourself? Why not be more present?
I'm gonna pull up. I don't care if y'all didn't want me here. I'm here.
I'm still pulling up.
Yeah. So say in my own opinion, I feel like I have to accept it and move accordingly. I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say that, bro. I promise, bro. I knew you was gonna say that, bro.
Is your
I
absence your own fault or is it the other people's fault?
No, man. It's like it's always your intentions. You know what I'm saying? Like the love and like is two different things.
Right.
The love and like is two different things. You could love somebody, you know, especially when it comes to family. You know, when it comes to family, you can love that person to death. You can love that person to death, but don't like them too strong. You know what I mean? Don't like them too strong. You know what I mean? Be like, man, like, yeah, you my cousin, dog. I got much love for you, dog, but I don't really rock with you like that. You ain't really my kind. It might be like 2 or 3 cousins that you might get along with that like they your kind. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you didn't, maybe y'all do have certain characteristics that's similar. And then you just don't, you know what I mean, really. Soul says you now want that person to invite themselves when I brought y'all to the party.
Wait, I gotta.
The soul. I asked the question. Souls, like, like when it comes to family, are you cool with like bringing folks together that wasn't together and not being invited? Like I'm cool with that. Like if the fam is really like just recently they was all together, I couldn't make it, but I'm happy that they together.
But you couldn't make it because of prior obligations, or
because I just,
or not that you didn't want to go.
It's not that I didn't want to go. It's just that I couldn't make it. But
that's different than
yeah. But I'm glad that they are still kicking it. I'm glad that they still together. I don't like the circumstances they was that they was together, but I'm glad they together. Even when they did another function, when they did Thanksgiving, they was together. What he said, family, I don't care. You now want me to now want that person to invite themselves when I brought you to the party. Family, I don't care. Yeah. But people who say they friends and you can see the shift once you hold them accountable. If you can speak on what he just said, please do while I put my thoughts together to answer him accordingly.
People who say they're friends and you can see the shift once you hold them accountable.
Whenever you correcting somebody, they gonna take it a certain way. Like, ain't nobody just gonna be a true. Everybody ain't gonna be a trooper to be like, when you tell them you hold them accountable, and they go, all right, heard, bro, heard.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like everybody ain't just gonna take it just, on the chin. You know what I mean? Boom. All right, yeah, I heard what you said, bro. You right.
You're right. We don't do it like this from now on, or whatever the circumstance may be.
Yeah.
I think sometimes too, what it boils down to is not voicing how you feeling. Why not voice how you feeling? If something is going left of what an original plan was, but like, hey, we need to come back with it. It's not policing adults. It's just
I wish he would have said it like I would say it.
Say it like you would. Well, you say it then.
Uh,
You say it.
but people say like they're your friends, but then they can switch up once you tell them what it is. I don't know. I'm trying to. I don't want to, because I see he be having me thinking, because he
Yeah.
says he pay attention to these words. You know what I'm saying? So I
Your
want
words,
to
man.
word it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
absolutely.
want to word it. I want to word it. You know what I mean? In a way.
People who say they friends, and you can see the shift once you hold them accountable.
Like shift what? Like negatively or positively? Either way, negative or positive. I don't know, man, because I didn't help folks accountable, and I leave it there. You know what I'm saying?
Does it go back to you can't expect you from other people? Does it go back to that? Does it spearhead that part? You can't expect you from other people?
Me personally, like when I hear that,
Mm-hmm.
I can't genuinely say that, because I know I'm the orange flavored pack of Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? So I know they ain't gonna do it like me. So I have to explain myself, because some of the way I do things and handle business is going to be a little odd.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's going to be a little different. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
just of that notion, it's going to be like that, because
Right.
I'm different. You know what I mean? And me understanding people, you know what I mean? Just it's more. Some of the innuendos I'll catch. You know what I mean? But my mind be racing so crazy sometimes I don't catch it. It take a little bit, now it'll hit, and I be, okay, all right, I got you, big dog. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
it's gotta be like direct. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be a direct hit. It's a direct hit. I say your daddy.
So as we are grown folk, why not be direct? He said, "Oh, it's negative in actions, and they use your accountability as their reasoning for why they address you a certain way." It's negative in their actions, and then
They
and
use your
they use
accountability
your
as their reason.
accountability as their reasoning for why they address you a certain way.
Oh, that's gaslighting, cuz.
Yeah.
I just found this year was the first year I found out what gaslighting was, bro. Like for real, I'm not hip to these. I'm not hip to these jits in their terminology. I just found out this year, what, 2025. I found out what gaslight was. I'm serious. In the barbershop, I said, oh, so that's what gaslighting is. Oh, you bullshitting me?
But
Oh, okay. That's what gaslighting is. That's another way for saying you bullshitting me. Okay.
basically, it's negative in actions, and they use your accountability as their reasoning for why they address you a certain way. I think a lot of this will be resolved by being direct.
Is that cold blooded?
Mm-hmm.
That's cold. No.
Just my thing is just be direct. So we as people, if we're more direct with each other, yeah, feelings gonna be hurt, but I'd rather my feelings be hurt. You be direct with me and my feelings be hurt than me trying to have to figure out something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hurt my feelings. Be direct with me. Hurt my feelings. Don't be going around the bush, around the corner, down the street, around that big old tree down the street. Be direct and upfront. Don't send me no innuendos. Don't send subliminal messages. Don't do that. Just be direct. If something is bothering you, or if I did something that didn't rub your soul the right way, be direct with me. Hey, April, you said this. I don't like the way that was said. Whatever that needs to be done, just do it direct. That's what we fail to do these days. We're failing to be direct.
2PC.
He said when they, I'm sorry, I'm just reading
You
your comment.
direct, they use it how they address you. Hey, I hate that, dog. I
What do
really
you,
I can't stand that. No, I know exactly what he's saying.
what do you mean by address you?
It's oh I heard what you're saying. I just didn't like how you said it. I heard what you said. I just didn't like the way you said it. You heard the
The
message.
way that,
So why you ain't do it? You know what I mean? Like why you ain't do it? You know what I mean? Like why you didn't do it? Why? Because if I told you, oh man, you the MF and best, bro. You the MF and best. You effing awesome. You the baddest SOB I ever seen. You'll take that. But if I say you need to tighten your MF up, da 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 da. See if that's what he meant. I've witnessed individuals beat around the bush. He put an eye there.
I would hope to think that I'm direct. Plug, go ahead, stop beating around the bush.
Man, you better go, man.
There you.
But hey, man, listen, I like this episode. I'm glad you had the opportunity to come up with me, man. I want to let y'all know I'm gonna do a part 2 to that the one me and Tiz had going on, because I like that conversation.
I would like to appear. Let me know, you know, being that I'm a single mother.
Yeah. And I definitely, and it's not to beat down, and I wanted to make it clear that, you know what I mean, that I'm not here to beat down single mamas. I'm not here to beat down grandmamas and mamas. I'm just here to instruct people who are in control of their situation to always seek counsel. Your say so ain't always the best say so. Like always seek counsel. Like really, like at a certain age, all the petty need to go to the side, and you should have somebody who's a confidant around you that you can trust. You can't be a lonesome dove 50 years of your life. That says a lot about you. If you're a lonesome dove, like you have, like I understand the peace. I get it, bro. I understand that, you know, solitude is cool, but who's your confidant? Who can you talk to? Who can you run to? LOL. Yeah, so we finna get out the way because, hey, y'all get ready because we will be on Souls of Thought and the RSC. I don't know if he's only streaming through the RSC, the Raw Society Coalition, and Souls of Thought TV. We'll be over there in about 27, maybe 30 minutes for Sunday service.
Good conversations on Sunday service.
Yeah, great conversations on Sunday service. So,
oh yeah.
Man, I appreciate y'all for coming to the show. You know, anything you like to leave the people before we get out of here?
Y'all come out. Check us out. Of course, February 13th will be in Darien, Illinois at the Q Bar. Make sure you subscribe to the Raw Society Coalition's channel. My channel, Conversation with Soft Rain, Souls of Thought. You've seen him in the comments, his channel. Uncle Plug TV, his channel, the Classic Codes, and the Tez Down. We all make up the Raw Society Coalition. So y'all make sure y'all locate us on YouTube, on Instagram, TikTok, and subscribe, follow, like, share us.
And Facebook.
And Facebook, the Raw Society Coalition on Facebook. We have merch. So make sure you check out our store and make sure you go get your tickets to come see us live in person in February in Darien, Illinois.
Indeed.
And I have a new show, Throne Thursdays, on Thursdays. I had to start making more
Yeah.
content. So Throne Thursdays,
With
on
Trigger.
Thursdays. Make sure y'all go check out with Trigger. Y'all make sure y'all go check out that episode that we did this past Thursday, and we'll see you soon.
And indeed, and as always, feel blessed to be plugged in.
No.